Hello, my name is Cy Hammond. I'm 87 years of age. I live at the Veterans Wing of Sunnybrook in Toronto. This is the second time that I have spoken on this medium. The first because I was so very concerned about what was taking place in all the world and the world around me. Now, I'm in a fortunate position living here. I'm looked after well, physically, mentally. I feel that I live in an oasis. That is, I am divorced from the pressures that people outside have to me, saying you never make good decisions under pressure. They're too quick, they're too not thought out too well. But I think that I can make some useful contributions, or I wouldn't even bother saying anything. Now, I made some notes because I don't remember exactly all that I had to say, but I think that now we're living in the aftermath of that first disastrous world consternation, the thing that has spread across the world. And I thought, my one thought was, I thought it was greed. And lo and behold, in the aftermath, what comes forth of that business about the governor in the States who was willing to sell a Senate position. I'm flabbergasted, because I think even an idiot would realize the jig is up, the game is up. You can't get away with that. But people haven't changed much. I think that we're fortunate. I have to look at my notes once in a while. You know what? You get older, you forget. But I have seen what has happened in the aftermath of the disaster that has been worldwide and how we deal with it. Virulent look at the governor of Illinois. That was the one I mentioned. I think the United States is fortunate in that it has its current president. Now, there's an old saying I remember when I was young, and I think it applies to him. The way he was brought up, how he acted when he attended school and university, and in afterlife. And the saying is, what's bred in the marrow comes out in the bone, and that is character. Brains, the man has it. He has his feet firmly on the ground, though his head may in the clouds slightly, because he has to be optimistic. But he has to be practical. I think he is pragmatic. I think theory alone will not just sway him. Pressures will not sway him. I think he's casting his net wide. And I appreciate that. He's taken what might be a divisive factor in his party and healed it with the appointment to the position of dealing with foreign affairs. He is picking, I think he is picking his people wisely. But I think he's cast his net wider than that. I think that he realizes that good thoughts, there's good theories, good actions can come from a wide variety of people that aren't elected people, but you can listen to them and you can learn from them. Have to look at my notes, and through my glass I can hardly see the damn things. But the United States was very lucky in the choice they made. To me, it seemed they were looking for a messianic leader who would lead them across the river of doubt to the land of the promised land. And the euphoria of his victory, and it was well deserved, will start to thin as time, because what happens is you've reached the heights, but the man can't walk on water. He's human,